and then pushed all their asses into the Mexican district. Where ain't no good schools, ain't no good parks. They got 15 gangs. I'm joking. So my brother here commented and said, talk about District 1 in Galt. Talk about with this new district-based voting shit that they're pulling in Galt. They've landlocked all the Mexicans in District 1 and kept all the good stuff from them. But in all the other districts, they've made it to where there's like maybe 6-7% Mexicans that talk about that. So I'm going to add some context to what he's saying. He didn't say all of that, but I just had to put the 10 on the tip. So this is going to be the first election cycle year where we do district-based voting in the city of Galt. For me personally, I think district-based voting is a good idea, but just a terrible idea when it comes to Galt. Why? We'll go into further. So essentially what this was, this stems from the California Voting Rights Act passed in 2002 that was passed to try to give more votes to minority voters. What this does is, whether this is in effect at, essentially, you have to have at least one minority majority voting block or residential district. All the other districts, how this map is split, there has to be an equal representation of the minorities and all that. It can't be more than a 10% variance in any of the other districts. Kind of confusing, right? About 2 years ago, there was a letter that was sent to the city of Galt, or Galt City Council, from a particular law firm that has been going up and down the coast of California, suing city to city over this shit, because for them it's an easy extra $30,000. I highly doubt that they wanted to give voices to minorities. Because let me also say this. I want to make this clear. I am against this for Galt because the city's too fucking small. When you go to cities like Santa Monica, when you go to cities like, even like a Lodi, it makes more sense to me because for a long time in the state of California, there was a history of motherfuckers getting on city council who don't even live in the damn town, or who live in the town, but they live in the furthest goddamn outskirts, but they're supposed to be speaking for us. This will be the equivalent of somebody who's getting in city council, supposed to be representing South Stockton, but their ass is tucked off in Murata. This will be the example of somebody getting on city council San Diego. They're supposed to be representing the southeastern district of San Diego, but their ass is tucked off over in Tierra Center. Those of y'all from San Diego know what I'm talking about. This will be the equivalent. So I understand the meaning behind it, because even if you took the racial aspect out of the California Voting Rights Act, naturally, if your ass got to live in the same neighborhood I live in to run for, vaguely in the same district or area that I live in to run for, to represent, I know you are going to be incentivized to have my area's best mind at heart, the best interest of my area at heart, because your kids are affected too. Your kids got to go to school with my kids. When there's a goddamn boil water alert, I just was in St. Louis last week. There was a neighborhood in St. Louis that had a goddamn boil water alert. If you are the city council, and you have to live in that neighborhood, I promise you're gonna do your best to get the best. You see what I'm saying? For a town like Galt, that's kind of hard, bro, because it's just so small. It's just so small, bro. Like, it's not like my district. My district is District 5, right? I can tell you, there is like, there is no, I don't even know how to, it don't even make sense, the mapping of my district. The mapping of my district. It don't even make no fucking sense. In terms of District 1, there are some business in District 1. There are some few businesses and there's a few parks there, etc. While I'm making this video, I also want to invite anybody who wants to run for city council. If you happen to live in District 1, shout out to the View. I fuck with the View. Love y'all in the View, man. Much love to the video. Let me stop. Galt PDB watching this. But if you happen to reside and get District 1, if you are interested in running for city council, I'm sending the invite out to talk to you. We can do an interview. I want to talk to you. I want to see you. I'm willing to talk to you. I'm willing to interview on your podcast, on my podcast. DM me and let me know.